I mean, you guys have convinced me. There's just no way Polaris loses, right? Absolutely no way at all.
I don't use up people, but what I'm saying, the whole meta changed on. We're in this kind of weird healing meta now, right? I'm not saying Warlock itself got buffed. I'm saying in this meta, Fatal Bonds and the heal during laning stage is just busted. I think Upheaval is just an unnecessary ability. I know it's good.
It's really good.
I'm just saying it's not even necessary. Oh, Xavius gonna run right into Roger. Roger, wake up, sir. Xavius is very low on HP right now, and that's gonna be what? Nah, it shouldn't be a free kill. He's got Fairy Fire and Stick Charges. He's gonna have to go for the TP out. He's gonna be fine. Xavius almost kind of walking away scot-free there. Is now top lane. They've got the Pugna. TMV trying to get some stacks going, or rather protect the stacks that were being made by himself, but they are going to be taken by RSG.
And every single lost stack is a massive loss here for Natsumi. He needs to build up on that boost. You want to have that gold advantage with the farming speed you have. They are committing onto Excellent. Does have the Dream Coil though, so should still be safe.
Nice cookie. Very nice cookie there as the silence is going to come out. Now the Dragon Knight, the one in trouble as Dream Coil is going to land. He's thinking about snapping at Lelouch 1 inch away, and he does snap at the wrong time. Oh, he was a millisecond too early there on the Dragon Knight. That's rough, John. Lelouch, he was having a very good laning stage. And Bon still just following this Medusa. Natsumi, he's got no mana shield on, but will turn it on at the right moment. They seem to know the Nyx is around. In fact, they do dust up just before Bon goes for the stun out. Nice spike Carapace, but it is not going to save his life. Nice dust there from Xavius. Exilern's a great target. They'll try with the Dragon Tail, but Lelouch, no, actually gets it. Solar Guardian's going to fly through to try and help out. Force, he's going to land, but not in time. Still, they'll find the puck, but now the Dream Coil is there. They may get wiped out. Bon, the vacuum, the wall is there. Xiao Yu making it right in time. They'll get a double. They'll still lose Bon on top, but it's not such a bad trade now for RSG. Where are they headed though? Down to bot lane. They've got the Tiny. This will be a great pickup as MKS. He's going to try for the TP out lane. He might make it, but no. Cookie out from Xavius. Once again, this man, he's been on target with these cookies. Getting it right in time to catch MKS. That's a very important pick off there for Polaris Esports. Mid lane, however, fight breaking out. Natsumi has been caught, and there's your Fatal Bond shot. It's doing so much damage. Oh, they are getting melted. Hey, John, quick question. In fact, hold that thought, because Xiao Yu is going to run away, but I thought I saw something funny there. A bit of an interaction between Roger and the Pugna. When you life train your ally...
Talking about with the chain damage, not quite there. Polaris finds big punishment, and it's kind of to be expected that you see Natsumi #1. They did a great job in RSG on blocking the camps and all, though.
Easy kill onto Xavius. Lelouch even blinking in. Roger is around with the Golem if they do need it. I don't recommend they start the fight without their Tiny, but... Well, speaking of the devil, MKS, he's TP'd up top. He's just going to keep farming. Cancellation of the Golem as Natsumi has been stared at, and Exilern going to make the jump in with the back wall. Already all his mana is gone. Now the Darkseer is there with the Iron Shots and the Dream Core and the Golem to be dropped. Natsumi, he cannot survive through it. They'll lose Bon, but it's a great trade onto the Medusa.
Sure. See if they get the opportunity.
Jump in, but a very quick spike Carapace out. Now the wall will be dropped. The Solar Guardian is going to try and help as they do take down Bon. A great start. That might be it though. Polaris, they'll be happy with the wall being dropped. But they are still hanging around rather aggressively. Xiao Yu gonna make the run in with the normal punch out, but do you have the damage? Dream Coil is there. Exilern trying to set up, and now with the Fatal Bombs and the Golem dropped, it could be quite a painful experience as they toss back Lelouch, but he's still alive. They can't take down the Dragon Knight. He'll pop his BKB out. Roger's down. MKS has to leave, and so does Xiao Yu. A nice turnaround here by Polaris Esports. Is Exilern? Oh, he gets connected by the cookie again. Can he make it out? He's going to try with the orb away, but Lelouch is right on his tail, trying to chase him down with the Dragon Tail, but it doesn't come out yet. Blink away to the north. TP out. Can he make it? Oh, he cannot. They get him precisely here. Mid lane, they're still hanging around. Xavier's gonna get caught up, but no, the Impel does not connect. Instead, Lelouch will make the jump in onto the Nyx Assassin, so Xiao Bon is gonna drop once again. Nice little pick up there by Polaris, though. Xiao Yu gonna jump in with the back wall out into the normal punch onto the Medusa. Now the Golem and the Fatal Bond's out, but the BKB has been popped. Natsumi, he's happy to fight with the Stone Gaze. And even if they drain all the mana, they just don't have the damage output. Again, I don't recommend fighting without Xiao Bonbon. Like, he's one of your only great stuns here. In fact, they're still going to try. Lelouch, he'll get tossed back into the wall of the Dark Series. They might have enough. Lelouch just surrounded by illusions. Will go down. It's actually a decent trade here by RSG. But John, I was about to say, you're fighting without the Nyx.
You're very susceptible to the fatal bonds. The avalanche toss coming through from the Tiny. Roche is a bit of a
Xiao
slower
Yu.
process, though.
Oh, Xiao Yu got bashed. He got bashed by Roshan. That is so unfair. MKS, he'll get the Aegis, he'll run. It's still a massive win for RSG, but Xiao Yu, they make their way down bot. They've got the buyback on the puck if they need it. T2 tower dropping, but they've got the gold to set up. But Roger, he needs help. He can't initiate first. Instead, they'll come in from the backside. But MKS has been caught out and petrified. Xiao Bonbon's going to drop. MKS, he'll keep trying to force the fight as the buybacks are going to come through. But the Tiny, he's in big trouble. There's your back wall out. MKS, he's still trying. He actually found force. How is he still alive? MKS, he's still fighting this one out.
Oh my God.
Natsumi goes down. He'll die to the fireball. The age is finally expiring. Is MKS. Righto, we might need a second replay on that one. And this game, it might just be over. RSG. We talked about it, John. I think they doubted this draft a bit too early. As the buybacks are coming out, maybe they can defend. Polaris, they do get Xiao Bonbon once again. RSG, they'll back their way out of there. They've got the mid racks down. And Polaris, this could be a bad team fight. Polaris, they've got to be very cautious about this one. Again, if they lose this team fight, the game's just basically over. Lelouch, he'll make the first jump in. They've got Xiao Yu. It's a great target, but he's got Aeon Disc too. He's going to survive, and now the Dream Call on the backside as they blow up the Dragon Knight. Not quite yet though. Lelouch, still alive, still forcing the fight. But Polaris, they've expended Stone Gates. Now Xiao Yu's in with an rather wall and vacuum into the golem, into the fatal bonds, and now the toss out. MKS, he'll group them up. It's a disaster here for Polaris. They are just going to meld. No chance. They've got buybacks. I don't know what to tell you, John. This Darkseer, I mean, they might just call it right now. They haven't bought back yet. There's your buyback out now. Polaris, they've got to try one last time. Still buybacks available here in the Medusa, but they want to see if they can hold out. They're just waiting a bit too long. Natsumi, now he'll buy back, but they can just go for the Ancient. MKS, he might just ignore them, or maybe Knocker's Force will jump in. Lelouch is there with the Dragon Tail, but Xiao Yu once again, a three-man vacuum out into the upheaval. This Medusa is too darn close to MKS right now. That is not a safety range here for the Deucer, as Natsumi is still going to try and fight, but he's out of mana now. He's forced the BKB out, but look at this MKS. He's hitting the Ancient. He's ignoring the Medusa. It's all cleave damage out as MKS secures the game one. Xiao Yu on this Darkseer, Jonathan. Yeah, I don't know about it. I feel like it's a better Medusa game this game around. He wants to rush the Maelstrom. He doesn't have the movement speed, and that's why MKS has been struggling so much. So mid lane, Lelouch is going to get caught out here with the Rolling Thunder of Xiao Yu and just completely locked down. He's trapped up. He does at least get knocked to the low ground, as now Roger is going to get jumped and does drop, but now Lelouch still in trouble, going to try and go for a run as they do try to protect him now. Xiao Yu, he's the one in danger. Force joins in, Illuminate to fly through and Force able to take the kill on the Dawnbreaker. Lelouch able to survive through all of this damage. Now with the mid-tier 1 tower down, they can overtake the Dire jungle. And, you know, John, Klinks kind of reminds you of Medusa in a way. In fact, hold that thought, because Xavius is going to be in a spot of danger now. Spirit Vessel will be up, and eventually Xavius will drop. So they do get something for their trouble, though it does seem like Force. They are. Polaris have been very good with these team fights thus far. 4k net worth advantage, though nice positioning from Xiao Bonbon. He'll get a bushwhack into a sharpshooter onto Force. So RSG thinking about taking the fight, but now Hookshot is there. TMB holding down the Hoodwink. The Cogs are going to push him the other way. Xiao Bonbon, he'll scurry. He is not dying yet. Bushwhack is back up as well. Now the Dream Coil, it will land. There's the Burning Barrage. It's not going to do much, but they've got Lelouch, they've got TMB, and they've got Force down. In fact, they even want Xavius. Xiao Bonbon barely dying on the Hoodwink, but he's done his job. Xavius will drop. 4 heroes getting wiped from Polaris.
To me, this allows them to find an easier angle out. Force, the only hero down bot, though. Not the biggest one they'd want. They would want to try to swing towards Natsumi, but the mid-tier 1 still protects.
Oh, he's 100 gold away from the BKB as well, John. He just needs a recipe. That's a little bit unfortunate for Force. Natsumi feeling safe for now. Xiao Bonbon will scurry and just try to run away, but a nice hook shot. TMV this time on target as Xiao Bonbon is not going to be able to get out, but now the stuns are there onto Natsumi. The Medusa slowed up as well, but we'll go for a Stone Gaze and keep running, though Xiao Yu continues to hold her down as they have got MKS to try and help out. Natsumi, oh, the Dream Coil, it's off the mark. Now they'll force the fight. Polaris, they want this one, but do they have the lockdown?
Oh,
they'll
no.
chase down MKS on the Clinks and he's gone. Roger, he could not get the golem in time. TMV will survive as they'll get Roger on the Warlock. Good plays here from Force. Just tunnel visioning onto the Clinks and finding the exact target they wanted. And maybe now they could start Roshan again. Knowing the Hoodwink's down, you don't have that Acorn shot to scout the Roshan pit. Mind you, you still have Orb available from this puck. But it seems like bot lane is where all the action's happening as Dream Coil was there. They'll try for the Coddle first as the DK is just completely locked down. Eventually, though, they get the Keeper. Meanwhile, Roger does die across the map, but they will still secure a double here for MKS. But are they going to try and fight this Roshan? It's very hard to see how you stop him, but they are going to make the jump in with the Dragon Tail and the hook shot. TMB, he's going to land right onto MKS. Oh, that was completely blind. He was trying to go into Xiao Yu. Now Roger drops. No buybacks available. Polaris, they should be able to go high ground. The XE Learn is grouping up back with his team in this dire triangle. They run to the high ground. Lelouch has his smoke broken, but found Roger immediately onto the Warlock. They'll try to save Solar Guardian. It's going to be there to help out Lelouch as he will survive as Force continues to try and go after Roger. Meanwhile, towards the south, they found MKS on the Clinks again. You don't want to lose this Clinks, but he is gone. Polaris just playing this team fight way too clean. We'll try out the Xiao Bonbon. Force is in again. Xiao trying to run but won't make it out. Polaris. You see how they target Roger every single time, John. He never gets the Golem Fatal Bonds off, and
You're not going to get too much presence in terms of getting some additional damage off that way, but at least the stun can be big. You do smoke up, immediately broken out by TMV though.
jump in. They've got the clock. But stun is there. Lelouch again. Oh, that's a great bushwhack. Sharpshooter. Golem drop. Maybe this is the team fight. RSG, they're doing a lot of damage right now. Dream Coil. Hold down the Medusa. This is looking really terrible for Polaris, but Force, he's going to try and force the fight again. Buybacks are there. Trying to help out. Still the mana pool of the Medusa is healthy, but not for long. Natsumi. He'll pop the Stone Gaze in time. As RSG, they are forced to back off. They got two for their trouble. In fact, they're not done yet. TMV buys back and tries to hook shot in. He does get onto XC Learn, but it's not going to be good enough. He'll die back immediately. Oh boy. They don't want to start throwing it back the way of RSG like this. Like that BKB up on the keeper as well, John Xavier. He should have a much easier time surviving through these team fights now as... Oh, Roger, not again. He'll force staff away. A great bushwhack out from Xiao Bonbon. Now they can have the golem. Roger, though, is still in trouble. Still getting defeated as he does get taken down. Natsumi. Another double kill. Roger's gonna buy back. They're gonna try and go for this fight. MKS, he's in trouble. On the clinch, just trying to run away from this Dawnbreaker, but the Solar Bind holding him down. They are just not grouped up here. Polaris still going. Xiao Yu, there's your Golem. There's your Dream Core and your Fatal Bonds out, but where's the damage output? They're trying to do with Force right now on the Dawnbreaker. He has held them back, but he might eventually drop and does. Still Roger. Gonna die back immediately here to Lelouch. Can they keep the fight going? XE Learn, he's trying. But they can't deal with the Medusa Natsumi. He's just way too big this game. He'll back off. Instead, they'll chase down TMV. And eventually... Oh, they won't even find him. XE Learn has to jump back in to get the kill into the clockwork. And that's actually a successful team fight by RSG. But John, again, I've got to give props to Force.
Purge off that Fatal Bonds. Natsumi's been very patient, but his match style use, although excellent.
A very aggressive jump in. Xiao Yu going to follow up with the Rolling Thunder, but there's your Stone Gaze, and Xiao Yu, he is dying to the right-click damage of Natsumi. He needs to get out. Lelouch, meanwhile, is going to be fine with the BKB as MKS again has been caught out. The Solar Bind, it's torturing this poor man. They are torturing him, Jonathan. MKS is gone. Oh, he needed that BKB a lot sooner than this. But he's still trying to farm it up, but he gets Solar Binded once. He's just dead.
Yeah, they have so much control on the side of Polaris. Even Excellent's not quite safe here. No, does at least have the orb to get away, buying some time. But the Roshan's now fully open for Natsumi.
Very challenging when you've got a Colo behind him with Chakra Magic just being spammed constantly. You are going to have to commit eventually here against Polaris, but they might just wait for the high ground. So Xiao Yu going to make the jump in. They'll see the Dragon Knight trying to protect that Observer Ward. Now the jump is there. Teamfight has broken out. Onto the DK they go. There is going to be another decoy onto the Medusa. Natsumi has been trapped up at TMB. Into the backside. Onto the Clinks. They've got him held down again. MKS, he's going to BKB up this time and try to run, but the Eye of Skadi is going to go right through it. He's still trying to get away, but it's such a slow process as he does eventually go down to force. Just crits him with the Luminosity. And now it's high ground. RSG, Natsumi, slowly just starts chipping away at what's remaining in this space. He'll chip away at his HP and mana pool, but again with the Chakra Magic, it's just so challenging to try and fight back. Still, hookshot is there. Exilern, he will get caught out, but no Cogs pushback. It wasn't far enough. Into the Golem drop, and now the Fatal Bond's out, but the Rocket Barrage, rather, Burning Barrage does nothing. Pushback out into the Medusa. Natsumi's still fine. Instead, Exilern does get caught out, but will orb away. The puck still alive as we'll go back onto force, but Natsumi does take down Roger. Onto Xiao Yu he goes down the Pangolier as Exilern, somehow still alive, is going to walk his way out. Xiao Yu's still the one in danger, but is still alive. As Natsumi just looks untouched and unfazed on this Medusa. Very, very hard to get that Burning Barrage damage if you don't have a great way of locking down the Medusa. They'll try again. Coil is back up in 10 seconds, but Natsumi's onto the tier 4 towers now. They'll keep disarming here with Xiao Yu as they have caught out Xiao Bonbon. That'll be a dieback. You've lost the Hoodwinks for a 4v5 situation for Polaris. Natsumi, he might just go for a reset. The Xiao Yu, oh, he's going to miss the Yules. He gets a creep instead. Maybe now they can go for the fight though, but Exilern, oh, he gets caught out. Tips out immediately here from the Coddle, who gets him with the Orchid. And Natsumi, he's right back into the fray. Rolling Thunder is there. Xiao Yu, he'll jump in again with the Rocket Barrage out on the DK, but there's a hook shot. TMB catching out MKS. They want the Clinks. That's a target they really want, but instead Xiao Yu gonna try and hold them back on the Pangolier as MKS is still running. And in the meantime, Exilern, he does go down and the GG's finally called. Polaris Esports able to force this to a game number 3 here against RSG. And this time around, I mean, we all had doubts about the Clinks, John. It still looked like a decent enough game to make it work, but those early deaths on MKS.
Alrighty, good pickup from Polaris. It sounds like you two might be all in.
Yeah, it certainly is showing up. You are seeing MKS again just weave in and out, get the farm going. It's starting to lag slightly behind with some of that pressure coming through, and Roger has to also watch his space in here.
Roger's gone. He will drop. Xavius will be chased down here by MKS, who's running very, very fast at the moment, but is lacking quite a bit of damage. Still, now he will go in with the Blood Rage and does secure one. Onto Force he goes, but I highly doubt he can fight the Dawnbreaker and does not.
If they get that blink up quick on Xiao Yu, it could get dicey.
Oh, link in. They are going to go. Xiao Bonbon with the Inkswell going to start up this tiny as even the neutrals are helping out, but Natsumi is going to intervene now as they get Xiao Bonbon. Still, Exilern coming in now, does trade with TMB, and this is a dream for MKS. So many low heroes for the Bloodseeker to have his way with. So they'll get one, get two, and now Natsumi, he was ruptured up. Great rupture from MKS to hold down the Wraith King. So they'll get the first life, and they still have plenty of time to get a second. No way out for Natsumi. He will just stand his ground and eventually die. So a double kill can go the way of MKS. Xavier's trying to go for a solo. Oh, Roger's got it. Oh, Roger's got Black Hole. He threw all his spells out. Lelouch at least gonna pick him off. It won't matter. Xiao Yu still chasing down the Enigma, does get one, but now Lelouch is in trouble. They just don't have a stun though. Xiao Yu had his Burrow Strike on cooldown, so could not secure the kill. Just being thrown into a team fight as Lelouch gonna move in with the blink up, but Xiao Yu sees him first, does move in. Still, they do have the Solar Guardian, but is it gonna be enough with the Epicenter going through, but the Fiend's Grip gonna hold them down. Roger still going, along with Exilern and Xiao Bonbon. They might have another, but Force is gonna TP out.
Too far off here.
Oh, they've got Roger. Sort of kill onto the Rubik if they get it, and eventually they will. And trying to get the Celestial Hammer to get himself out. Roger, to be fair, had held the Fiend's Grip as well, top lane. They are going to find Xavius anyway. So another kind of trade across the map that does favor RSG. There we go, RSG. Smoke up as 3 into the mid lane. They want Force. He is on a dominating spree right now, so it's a fair bit of gold if they do catch him. Where's the damage? It's not there yet. Force still running out, but eventually does drop to the Sandstorm of Xiao Yu, but here comes the punishment. Avalanche toss is enough to kill off Xiao Yu, but MKS gonna rush forward as Lelouch does end up dying on the mid tiny. As he's trying to TP out, he could not run because of the rupture. And it's still gonna be a great team fight here for RSG. A 3-for-1. KS, big target, but Jabonbon in the right position to, or maybe not. Smoke is broken. Lelouch makes the jump in as the Solar Guardian is there to follow up, but the Inkswell is going to heal him up as now the Burrow Strike going to catch 2 of them out again. Oh, Xiao Yu, he read them like a book. Just perfect initiation. Gonna find him. Oh, you are right, that ramp ward, yeah. Just a very tiny bit of vision, and he walked right through it. Top tier 1 tower. MKS going to take down the tower, but now the blow up is out. Polaris. Bit of a magic trick here from the Radiant. So they get rid of the Bloodseeker. Try and chase down Roger, but he's fine to back off. Instead, they'll try for Xiao Yu on the Sand King, but Soulbind is there. They're actually going to try and force the fight without MKS around, but can they get it done? It doesn't seem like it yet, but Lelouch is going to drop. Immediate buyback up from the Bane, but they've lost Xiao Yu. Still a great team fight here by Polaris. There's Roger on the run. They'll find Jabonbon to boot. His Force will keep chasing the Rubik down, but eventually the blink away from Roger is there. But it's going to be a 3-for-1, rather than a 3-for-2 with a buyback forced out from TMV. But they can certainly afford to rush Roshan with this. Buyback out from Jabonbon, though, they want to force the fight.
At least threaten to push back Roche, and that does lead to the backing off of Polaris. They know it's a bit of a rough fight inside. They still have Black Hole to threaten with, though, if they want to make a move.
Roger's up again, though, John. You've got to be very wary of this Rubik. He's been very good with stealing these Black Holes and the Fiend's grips.
Xiao Yu
Inkswell wasted.
Blink backward there. I mean, just double tapping that blink a bit too fast.
Uh-oh, Natsumi in. They see Roger. They'd love to get rid of this Rubik as he does go down. Buyback immediately, though. Natsumi gonna lose his first life. You've got Black Hole from the high ground if you want to commit, but Xavius, he can't get within the range. Midnight Pulse is there. Is he gonna Black Hole from the high ground? Not quite. Natsumi's still dropping. MKS, he's alive. Force trying to run out of there, but it's not gonna be enough. Force is probably just gone. MKS will keep going. Oh, Xavius, I believe he could have gotten that. He hesitates quite a bit, though. TMB will drop to boot, and John, I do feel like Polaris were waiting for it. I think they were waiting for the Black Hole from the high ground.
Yeah, it would have been a massive opportunity. Maybe you managed to clean up MKS before having him heal through Thirst and those hero kills. Now the threat of Roche is up for Polaris. They have to be careful here.
Yeah, Roger in onto the Tiny. MKS dropping very low now as Force does come in as well, but MKS, he's got Lelouch down, so he heals up a bit. Oh, Black Hole! It's only caught the Rubik! Oh, he's gonna drop to boot! Oh, it's hard to watch that one. Force gonna be hating himself right now for rejoining this team fight. He just bought back, and he's gone right back to the graveyard, it seems like, as they will get him. RSG, I highly doubt they back off. They've even got the Eidolons there from Roger just to help out with the push a little bit, and of course, as you're seeing with the Illuminate, you can keep healing them up. That's exactly what they're doing. Natsumi forced to try and deal with this as he does pop his BKB, and the Fiend's Grip is out onto MKS. He does not have an Aegis up. They'll lose the Bloodseeker. A great fight so far for Polaris as RSG now forced to try and back away, but never mind, they're going right back in. They want the fight. Fiend's Grip taken. Roger! How does he get away with Fiend's Grip like that? Still, they'll stun him up. Solar Guardian out. They're going to blow up Roger. Another great pick-off here by Polaris, as they have brought back on the Bloodseeker. Onto Natsumi they go. Or even Roger gonna buy back and come into the fray. Is MKS gonna get to work onto Natsumi, but Xavius has the Black Hole, but it never comes out. He gets taken down immediately. MKS, he'll go for more. Toss back on from Lelouch. They really want the Bloodseeker a second time, and they've got him. Nice toss out by Lelouch. Saving the day and saving Polaris from having to lose a Rax down bot. Still, they are getting close now. Xiao Yu is in. Burrow strike out. Natsumi does get caught, but still maybe baiting for his team right now as the Epicenter and Soulbind does get committed. They're going to lose the first life. How are you going to fight this now? Natsumi, he's popped his BKB. Rupture is going to hold him down, though. He goes for the man fight instead, waiting for his team. Is now the Fiend's Grip. Is out Xiaoyu. Is still fine. In fact, that was the Nightmare. They still have Fiend's Grip. They'll throw it now, but it's all too late. Natsumi's gone. He doesn't have buyback. Such a big ability to not be able to use as now they make the jump in with the Tiny. Xiaoyu is there. Side device out, holding him down, and Lelouch is gone. It's so hard against the Coddle now as well with Scythe the Vice up, right? Because he could just cast that thing from a mile away. Here we go, Xiaoyu. Gonna get caught out, but is fine instead. MKS, the one to get caught, but does have the Aegis up. In fact, he's not even dying yet. He is dropping low, though. They'll find the first time. Force into the backside, right onto Roger, who's trying to survive through it. So MKS, the one to focus on, is the Bloodseeker. Now forced to man up and fight back against Natsumi. Is actually healing up throughout all this. Natsumi, he's the one in danger and does get taken down. The Stroke of Fate snipes him, or rather snipes him. His Force has dropped on the Dawnbreaker. And RSG now. Well, they'll go for the final lane of barracks as they jump in again. Xiaoyu right onto the Bane. Solar Guardian, it's going to save for now, but for how long? Force committed a buyback for that. Rupture out again with the Blinding Light, and Lelouch already down to less than half HP. So he's going to back out, but it seems like RSG, they might play this one safe.
Yeah, don't have that opportunity to try and make that play.
No toss back. Lelouch, he blinked in, but he didn't have a toss target. Epicenter's there, but he will pop his own BKB. That did force the buyback out from Xavius, but he doesn't find anything with it. More hills to come through here from their Coddle. Is MKS. Back into the bot racks he goes. Xiaoyu initiating once again as Natsumi does force the fight now with the blink in and BKB, but a nice lift away from Roger into the Rupture onto Natsumi, but he's still fine. He'll still keep fighting, but here comes MKS now, taking him down for the first life. Xavier's trying to move him for a black hole, won't throw it out yet. The side device again protecting, not allowing the Enigma to do anything. As now the Will-O-Wisp will be dropped down. Xiaoyu jumping in, and there's your double Fiend's Grip out from Roger. Xavier gets a black hole, but it's only onto the Rubik. It's only on the Rubik, and now Roger's got it. He won't even throw it out yet. He's Maleficent. Well, I think it's time to call it.
Yeah,
GG.
they do. They do. I mean, we didn't get to see Roger do the black. He did cast it, Mike. He did get Maleficent, though, so didn't manage to really show off. But that double grip was beautiful in the end, and RSG do manage to get that build-up they want. It did look pretty all right for Polaris early on. You know, they were finding some of their